Imam Ahmad narrates from Suhaib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the Messenger of Allah said, "In the ages before you, there was a king who had a magician. As the magician grew old, he told the king, 'I have grown old and my death is near. Get me a boy whom I can teach magic.' The king found a boy for him. The magician started teaching the boy magic. On the way to the magician's place, there was a monk's dwelling. The boy went to the monk and listened to him. He liked what the monk said. When the boy went to the magician would beat him for being late and ask, 'What kept you?' When he went home, his family would also beat him for being late and ask, 'What kept you?' He mentioned this to the monk, who advised him, 'When the magician beats you, say that your family detained you. When your family beats you, say that the magician detained you.' One day, the boy saw a huge, terrifying beast blocking the people's path. He thought, 'Today I will find out who is more beloved to Allah, the magician or the monk.' He took a stone and said, 'O Allah, if the monk's work is more pleasing to you than the magician's, kill this beast so that people can pass.' He threw the stone at the beast and killed it. He went to the monk and told him what happened. The monk said, 'O son, today you are better than I am. You will face trials. You are tested, do not mention me.' The boy began to heal the blind and the lepers, and Allah cured people through his hands. A courtier of the king who had become blind heard of the boy and brought him many gifts. He said, 'If you heal me, all this is yours.' The boy replied, 'I do not heal anyone, it is Allah who heals. If you believe in him, I will pray to him to heal you.' The courtier believed in Allah, and the boy prayed for him. Allah healed him. The courtier went to the king and sat as he used to. The king asked, 'Who restored your sight?' He said, 'My Lord.' The king asked, 'Do I have a Lord besides me?' He replied, 'My Lord and your Lord is Allah.' The king tortured him until he revealed the boy. The boy was brought to the king, who said, 'O son, your magic has reached the point where you can heal the blind and the lepers and do such and such.' The boy replied, 'I do not heal anyone. It is Allah who heals.' The king asked, 'Do I have a Lord besides me?' The boy replied, 'My Lord and your Lord is Allah.' The king tortured him until he revealed the monk. The monk was brought to the king and told to renounce his faith, but he refused. A saw was placed on his head, and he was sawed in half. The courtier was also brought and told to renounce his faith, but he refused. He too was sawed in half. The boy was then brought, and the king said, 'Renounce your faith.' The boy refused. The king ordered a group of men to take the boy to a mountain, telling them, 'When you reach the top, if he renounces his faith, let him go. Not, throw him off.' They took him up the mountain. The boy prayed, 'O Allah, save me from them in any way you will.' The mountain shook, and they all fell off and died. The boy walked back to the king. The king asked, 'What happened to your companions?' The boy replied, 'Allah saved me from them.' The king then ordered a group of men to take the boy out to sea in a boat. He told them, 'If he renounces his faith, let him go. If not, throw him into the sea.' They took him out to sea. The boy prayed, 'O Allah, save me from them in any way you will.' The boat overturned and they all drowned. The boy walked back to the king. The king asked, 'What happened to your companions?' The boy replied, 'Allah saved me from them.' The boy then said to the king, 'You will not be able to kill me until you do as I tell you.' The king asked, 'What is that?' The boy said, 'Gather all the people in a single plain. Crucify me on a trunk. Take an arrow from my quiver, place it in the bow, and say, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy," then shoot it at me. If you do this, you will be able to kill me.' King did as the boy said. He placed the arrow in the bow, said, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy," and shot the arrow. It struck the boy's temple. The boy put his hand on the wound and died. The people proclaimed, "We believe in the Lord of the boy. We believe in the Lord of the boy." The king was told, "The thing you feared has happened. People have believed." The king ordered trenches to be dug at the entrances to roads. Fires were lit in the trenches. He said, "Anyone who does not renounce his faith will be thrown into the fire or told to jump in." The people were thrown into the fire or jumped in. A woman with an infant hesitated to jump. The infant said, "O mother, be patient, for you are on the truth."